What is going on? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge with the first captain's video of the year. Yes, Sooner fans, the time is now. Football season is here. Before we get started with this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, be a part of the Sooner Surge community. Also, go to the FanStop, www.thefanstop.com. Check them out. Officially licensed merchandise, OU gear, and you use code SURGE, you'll get 10% off your first 3 months. So make sure you do that. Here we go with the first captains of the year. And not a surprise for the most part, except maybe for one guy for me. I mean, here's the four captains. Let's just get off and start with it right now. You got Bauer Sharp, Jackson Arnold, Danny Stutzman, and Billy Bowman. I think everybody knew Billy Bowman and Danny Stutzman would be captains. Probably Jackson Arnold, Bauer Sharp, a little bit of a surprise, but maybe they went 2 offense, 2 defense. And that's how they did it. It does look – they will be doing the captains week-by-week basis again this year. Just, Jackson, your overall thoughts.
Yeah, Jay, I am shocked that Bauer Sharp made the list. Whenever I think about that, maybe who leads the most on this team, I think one guy that's shocking, maybe that isn't on there, is Ethan Downs. Now, I'm not saying that Bauer Sharp does not lead, because – he's someone that you expect this year to be tight end one, right? To play a huge part in the offense, just with his versatility and everything. But Ethan Downs, just really the way he leads, it's kind of shocking he's not on there. But I will tell you, it is great to see your QB be captain of the first week of the season in Jackson Arnold. This is his first season as a starting QB at the University of Oklahoma. Going into the SEC, we all maybe saw over the spring and fall camp things that we heard that Arnold was really starting to be coming to his own. And there was also the reports earlier in fall camp that maybe Jackson Arnold was struggling. But clearly, whenever you see this list, it doesn't show that it was struggling with the way he was able to lead on the field and off in certain ways. And Danny Stutzman and Billy Bowman, really the two I would say the two best players on this Oklahoma team are them two. Obviously, we've seen the clothing line that they dropped and everything. So truly, just it's a great start to the season with these four captains, but I am shocked Ethan Downs did not make the list.
Yeah, I'm not – I wouldn't say I'm shocked, because I think the way they do the captains, I mean, everybody's going to get their chances to be captain. And, you know, they pick 2 defensive guys, Stutzman and Bowman, leading the way. I understand that. And honestly, I think Bauer Sharp offensively is probably one of the more vocal leaders, if I had to guess, just based off – kind of stuff I've heard, is that he's a very vocal guy, and he's going to be a leader on that offense, I think. I do. He's got a lot of experience. Yeah, not at Oklahoma, but he's got a lot of experience. I mean, you look at the guys in the past 2 years under Brent Venables' regime that have been captains and that have been big leaders. I mean, I think of McKay Mature, who was captain many times there at Oklahoma, and Bauer Sharp can kind of come in and be one of those leaders. And for Jackson Arnold, I mean, Bauer Sharp might be a big asset for Jackson Arnold. Obviously, tight ends are a huge part of offenses, and if he's a safety blanket. So, but yeah, I don't get too caught up in the captain deal, because, like I said, the week-by-week captains, they pick new ones every week. There's going to be, I mean, you take how many games there are, and there's 4 to sometimes 5 captains a week. There's going to be a lot of captains throughout the year. So I'm not really shocked by anything on that. And it's your first game. It's Temple. Expect them to pretty much go out there and dominate no matter who the captains are. So really, that's kind of but I do think Stutzman and Bowman, as kind of the leaders of this defense, I would throw Downs in there.
Yeah.
Just nationally, the ones everybody talks about, Stutzman and Bowman, like you said. And so excited to see them. I think most people had them on the bingo card to be first captain. So,
yeah. Jay, are you more of a fan of the permanent captains or the game-by-game captains?
I do not like the game-by-game captains. I don't like it at all. I would rather it be you set 4 or 5 guys for the year and you roll with them. And if I had to, like, just thinking off my head here, you know, Downs, Bowman, Stutzman, that's 3 right there. You could pick a couple more. I'm not going to go through everybody on the team and try to pick. But I would rather it be permanent captains every game. I don't like the game-by-game thing. I never have. Mm-hmm. But because to me, and this is why, and there's going to be people watching this video that probably takes this the wrong way. But my opinion, is I used to coach flag football from kindergarten all the way up to 6th grade.
Yeah.
And we did captains every week because we wanted to make sure everybody was a captain. And I just, for some reason, my mind reverts back to that. And I know they don't do it that way because they do it based on how they're performing in practice, how they're leading and all that. And they're rewarding them. They're rewarding them for what they've done the week of practice, prepping for the game. I understand all that. That's why I see that point of it. But I prefer the year-long captains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jay, I mean, I agree with everything that you said there. And really just, I think that they should also go to the permanent captains because it really shows who maybe in a sense year 4 or 5. I don't know if maybe alphas is the right term on this team, but the 4 or 5 guys that you can look to the majority of the year to make plays, to have their voice be heard. And really, if Oklahoma was to have permanent captains, 3 of those guys right now, I think would be Arnold, Stutzman, and Bowman. And I just think that really now it is cool. Maybe if like you go back and play at Tulsa, you let guys like RSJ and Gentry Williams be captain because they're from that area. Like sometimes that's cool to see, but I agree with everything. And I think that the captains being a stay all year long really is the better way.
Yeah. And you're going to, no matter what, even next week, they throw out there 4 other guys and they can be captains for the week, and they're going to probably lead as far as game, all the stuff around the game. But you still have your guys like if Stutzman's not a stat captain or Bowman, they're still going to be your captains per se because they are still pretty much the leaders of that team. So it is what it is. I mean, I'm just excited because you got your first captains released. And it's weird because when they release this, it's weird on Sunday, the depth chart and the captains, which is usually released on Monday, but they're playing a Friday night game, so it's a day ahead. Everything's a day ahead. My days, it's going to get all mixed up this week, but I don't really care. It's Labor Day weekend next week. OU plays on a Friday night. Not going to be 100 degrees, probably mid-80s. Get excited, Sooner fans. Football season is here. And so make sure you're a part of the Sooner Surge. We got stuff dropping all week. You want to join up with it. Make sure you are. Turn your notifications on when we go live. We're going to do pregame lives, postgame lives. We will be doing videos throughout the week, a preview of the game. Make sure you're tuned in. Also, like I said earlier, hey, the Fan Stop's a great company, great people, great company. They're officially licensed. So all your OU stuff's officially licensed. Sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Like it says on the bottom there, you use code SURGE, you get 10% off your first 3 months. And they come to your house delivered in the mail. Once a month, new colors, new designs, every month. Join up. Be a part of it. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Talk to you next time.